All right, we are back. I did have some technical difficulties. I thought that I was streaming, I wasn't. Okay, well, yes, I mean, like, there's going to be, I guess, a little bit of a learning curve here. Yeah, I'm still trying to. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out, like, how to make all of this work. I'm very, like, illiterate when it comes to technology, but I've started the farm right at the very beginning. I was thinking about skipping the intro, but there's no need. If somebody's watching the game, they might want to like see it. So basically, this old man dies, passes on his farm to you. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up, trumpet? Your trumpet. Hopefully, my coffee banging around is not going to make too much noise in the microphone, but it's a very sensitive mic. How's everybody doing today? What is happening? It's Saturday morning over here in China, Friday night for you guys. So thank you for joining me on like the most fun night to go out. Okay, so I went with a standard farm, and I chose like just a couple things. I named it like Scooty's Ranch or something like that. Character's name is Mike. We're gonna go through like this quick little introduction thing, and then we're gonna rock and roll. So Robin, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna help you out. This is where your farm is. We're gonna hustle up. So you really want to prioritize on day one, making sure you plant all of the seeds that you start with, but also you have to clear as much of the space as you can. This is the Scooty Farm Ranch, so you're gonna need to like you're limited in resources. So everything is framed around how much energy do you have for the day. And so I'm going to prioritize getting my seeds planted and watered. And then I'm going to clear some of the rocks and the wood out around my area so I have some space to work with. And then from there, oh, yeah, yeah, Queensland. 10, 10. Okay, so you guys are just a little bit off from us. That is like perfect. Um, and the best way to make money in this game is actually fishing early on. Like you can make a ton of money. And so after a couple of days, like once I have like a nice spot cleared, I'm going to switch to fishing so I can get some gold up, so I can buy some more seeds, so I can plant more. It's kind of like this endless grind. It's actually an amazing game. If you don't know about Stardew Valley, I'm about to bless you. This is going to be amazing. Doing good Friday night here in the US, getting ready to play some Baldur's Gate 3 crossplay. Okay, cool, right on. I have played Baldur's Gate 3. I've tried to get past chapter 1, but there's these like mechanical issues where it's like it'll switch from, free form mode to like turn-based mode, and you're not in combat, but like you just have to go turn by turn, and it really slows everything down, and it kind of frustrates me. Because it's like I want it to be punchy. I want combat to roll, but I think that's probably a fifth edition problem combined with a the video game. The limitations of the video game. But yeah, I have played. I've probably spent like 15 hours on it. It's fun. I wanted to do like a full clear, so I've like checked every little corner, every nook, talked to every NPC. All right, yeah, she's saying it's overgrown. You got to get started. Got to get to work. I actually like this log cabin more than the upgraded home that you can get with like a bunch of like rooms and stuff. It's quaint. It's got everything you need in one spot. You can just like walk really quickly around this little cabin. It's not bad. All right, give me my seeds. I'm ready to go. He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember your grandpa. He was so great." Actually, the NPCs in this game are really adorable if you take the time to like read them, read the text, and get to know them. And one thing I want to do with this playthrough, with this save file, is something I didn't do on my main save, which is actually like try to impress the or build a relationship with each of the different people in town, because they will unlock quests for you. And so like the core game that I played all the way through it, and I've been playing this game for a long time, and this one save file, and I never really have dedicated any attention to the villagers of the town. And there's apparently been a lot of updates to the core game. The Concerned Ape, the single game developer guy, he's been like just adding things, shadow dropping things into this game, even up till very recently. And so there's a lot of the game that I've never seen, even though my farmer's a millionaire. So RPG Radio, that's a very cool name, by the way. Have we started the West Marches game? No. So we are. So for those of you guys who don't know, the Shield Bearers, the channel members, they are a part of a one-to-one time game. And today, after the stream, I'm gonna post some of the classes that you guys can choose from for the game. We're doing it on Discord, and tomorrow morning for me, and Saturday night for you guys. Yeah. We're gonna build up some characters. So yeah, join channel member. You can play. We're gonna run one-to-one time. It's super fun. We're using Dragon Slayer RPG by Greg Gillespie. It's awesome. Michael, hey man, what's up, dude? Stardew Valley is the shit. Just popping in for a like, Mike. Hey man, thank you. It says I should have. Oh yeah, it's pretty good, man. Yeah, so the desert one, that's where all of like the money is. Like there's really no point in even doing the local mine once you unlock that. Hey, good to see you, Audrey Rush. Very nice to see you. All right. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, what we got here is a little farm. It's very rustic. There's like rocks and you know, fallen logs everywhere. We got to clear this, as much of this as we can, in every day to like make a little bit of progress on the farm. And so you are limited by the amount of energy you have. You can eat food to restore energy, but we don't have any money or any food this early in the game. He says good luck. All right. Okay, so now the game officially begins, and we're going to get started. All right, so we got some seeds here. 15 seeds and a new journal entry. It says, getting started. If you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil, and then use a seed packet on the tilled soil to sow a crop, and then you got to water it every day until it's ready to be harvested. And then I have to go around eventually and talk to everybody in town, but I don't have time to do that on day one. Day one is like, you got to get going. So I've got to look around here and see what kind of tools I have. Okay, so we're going to start by like just getting a nice little grass spot clear out, because we need enough room to plant our seeds. So we can get some of this. All right, we got a nice little, yeah, okay, we got a nice spot. So we have 15 seeds, so let's just go 1, 2, 3, and then we'll just, oh, we're a little short. Let's see. Keep clearing. And so you got to move quick, because the timer runs fast, but your energy will run out faster on day one, because you don't really have like any levels or any like, as you get better at the game and you do more things, you will increase your ability to succeed at doing stuff. So that's important. All right, we'll throw down our seeds and we're good to go. Did I somehow count more than I should have? Well, whatever. And then we water everything one at a time. You gotta plant your seeds. Now, a game day, I actually don't know how long game day is exactly. It might be 30 minutes or so. And in it, you have to accomplish as much as you can. But the thing is that makes this game special is that you decide for yourself what you want to do, right? So like if you want to like raise chickens and cows, you can kind of do that kind of thing, or you could just let your farm go to neglect and just build relationships with people. That's also an option. Um, there's a lot of fun little mini games in here. I have never seen this game. Well, you are in for you are in for a treat. This is a very awesome game. It's got a huge cult following. It's created by a guy named Concerned Ape, the game developer, and it's a solo project. It's a passion project of his. He's been working on for a really long time, and um, the the fan base is huge. Everybody loves it. It's just so quaint and homey. And in it, there's so many mini games built into it. So you can become a fisherman, and the fishing mini game is kind of fun. I'm not very good at it. There's this dungeon delving adventure where you can become an adventurer. You get a sword, and you drink potions, and you throw bombs, and you go down into like the dungeon and blow up monsters. It's super fun too. RPG Radio says the big problem for me is that 5e players have a yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, they have a lot of devices. They ask for arcana checks instead of hiring a sage or doing research. So actually, it's funny you mentioned sages because it came up in my home game. I think it was yesterday through our text group because here's what I told them and what I'm going to tell you shield bearers in our online game is that every magic item that is in the Dragon Slayer RPG rulebook is going to be located somewhere in the world, and if you want to find or chase a specific item, you need to hire a sage and pay them for a very specific answer. You can pay for the general answer too, like this dungeon, sure, and then just try to clear out the dungeon and find it, or you could pay for a specific answer and like this lieutenant has that item. Foxy Roxy says Stardew Valley is the first video game that she liked to play. Yeah, it is an amazing game. As you guys know, like I like the real world Sims like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. It's super fun, really chill. We've watered our stuff, and now we have some energy left, and we're going to clear. We got to like make space as much as we can for our farm to exist. Oh man, that takes a lot of swings to get that down. You do need stone and you need wood for building other objects. Sometimes you like want to build fences, or if you want to have chickens and cows, you need these materials for that kind of stuff. The grass, it's all useful because this is what the animals will be eating later. And you learn recipes to like to progress. So everything in this game is like you're self-made. Now, if you know all about this game, you're like, oh my gosh, Mike, this is so obvious. But if you've never played, it's actually not very clear at all what you're supposed to be doing because the game doesn't give you any directive. It just says, explore the world. Okay, and I'm going to go to town and I'm going to spend some of this 500 gold that I have on getting some more seeds, dropping these in, and expanding my farm empire. It's only 10 a.m., so I got plenty of time for that. Foxy Roxy asked, did I start a brand new town? Yes, I did. I started a brand new town. We are starting from scratch, and we're going to build ourselves a dynasty. Ryan, dude, what's up, man? One of the shield bearers. Yeah, so we were talking about the Dragon Slayer game that we're going to be doing. So, yes, that's coming. I'm going to post some photos right after this stream. So here's the calendar that, like, I think you should get into, like, the habit of coming to check this. And we have the mayor's birthday coming up in a week, and so we want to give him something. I don't really know what the dude likes, and so we're going to explore that. Just like I said before, I have played this game a lot, but I've never really dedicated a lot of attention to the other characters in the game. I mostly just focus on like raising cows and chickens and then fishing. And then I did a lot of the dungeon stuff. Awesome. All right, let's see. So we're going to go in this shop here and we're going to buy some seeds. Okay, we got some people we can talk to. This is Gus. Okay, he's got a killer mustache. And he is the chef and owner at the Stardrop Saloon. Very cool. One of the quests in this game is to talk to every person in town, and then you unlock something. I don't know what. I can't remember. It's been years since I did it the first time. And this is Marnie. I know she has a shop as well. You want to buy this bag. It's 2,000 gold. I can't afford it yet, but it allows me to carry more stuff, and I'm going to need that stuff. I think these beans are pretty good. The sooner you get those in, the better, because then they're growing constantly and yielding crops. The rest of these crops are like one and done. So like once they grow, you harvest them and then you sell them and it's over. These cauliflower need to go. So let's get 5 of these, and then I'll have enough to get a bean starter. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, okay. Well, oh, I have some of these other random seeds down here too, so I guess that's not so bad. All right, let's go. RPG Radio. In one-to-one time, how do you keep your notes? Do you have a calendar? Like the 5th of June, the fighter will have full plate mail finished. How do you organize and track stuff? Man, this is an excellent question. So I'm going to pause the game here. And so part of the stream, guys, we're not just playing video games. I am going to be talking, excuse me, I am going to be talking about one-to-one time, and I'm here to answer questions about it, and this is a perfect one. So let me see what I have available near me. So I have a couple different games I'm running. Let me get my cart. Let me see what I've got here. So I'm running a few games, and I have an organization method. Okay. Sorry. All right, I'm back. Okay, so this is my AD&D book, but we've actually just kind of been playing OSE with it, or Dragon Slayer. I use it for a lot of different stuff, but essentially what this is, it's just a notebook, and fuzzy. You can put the date in the top corner. You want to write down all of your notes in this book. This is not my primary way of tracking one-to-one time, but I do keep all of the relevant session notes. For example, if a player, whatever player shows up for that session, I write down what alignment they are, and I write down any retainers that they have. When it comes to tracking, excuse me, when it comes to tracking things like purchases, like plate mail is a big deal, right? I allow the players the autonomy and freedom to track that themselves. Do not take on more than you should as a dungeon master running one-to-one time. In my campaign world, it takes 3 days to order plate mail. The player tells me that they want it, and I say it's available for you on such and such day. And then they deduct the amount of gold from their character sheet. I am not tracking their gold, because if you're playing in a game with people that you don't trust, you're not going to have a fun time. And so only play games with people you trust. And if they are lying and cheating, that really like says more about them than the game that you're playing, right? But let's get back to the question. The most important way that I track this stuff is through my after action reports on my blog. So it's been difficult for me at first to take good notes. And I found that I would put it off and then start forgetting details. And then the next session would come and I would be like, oh yeah, what was that NPC that I just created on the fly? What was his name again? I forgot. Or 3 months down the road, you're thinking back, you're like, who was it that stole that thing, you know? And so After every session, either the day after or the day 2 days after, I will write a blog describing exactly what happened in the session. I'll look at my notebook and I will see where they went on the dungeon because I graph it all on graph paper. And I'll use like a highlighter. I'll restock the rooms, and everything goes into the blog, all of the details. And the since I've been doing that, my life has been so much easier because the blog has the session number, the date of the campaign day, and how many campaign days were played in that session. And so I have gone back to those blogs repeatedly to answer questions, and so have players. I put how much gold they received, I put how much XP they received, I put their grades because I grade my players based upon their class and alignment and how closely they adhere to it. You know who survives, you know who when they die. After action reports can be as short or as long as you want, but they are so useful as a tool for running a one-to-one time game. And he's back. Do you record your sessions to help with note keeping? No, no. I mean, I record my solo plays, but I never go back and watch those. Once I upload them, once they get uploaded, I never go back and see them. So when people like a year later, like 2 years later, people are commenting on those videos, the the solo plays, and they're talking about something that happened in the session, and they're like, well, did you notice that you didn't do this, or like you forgot that detail? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't even know what you're referring to. I can't remember that far back. So like I'll try to respond to the comment as best I can, but in all honesty, like it's been 2 years and I don't go back and watch those videos. Once I post them, and like once they're done editing and they're sent out, like that's that. I don't ever see them again. I'm glad that people do watch them and they're super fun, but it's not for me to entertain myself with them. It's just, to like put out how to's onto the internet. Like, how do you run a dungeon? Like, how do you track time in the dungeon? How do you dole out experience points, things like that. But no, my home game never gets recorded. No way. That stuff would, my friends are my friends are not safe for work. They're definitely not safe for YouTube. Let's see here. The blogs are great. Well, I do appreciate the people that read them. It's not for everybody. I will make I'll make a YouTube video talking about a topic, and I'll write a blog talking about the topic, and the YouTube video will get like hundreds, sometimes thousands of views, and that's so exciting and cool. And then my blog will get like 20 or 30 clicks, and those clicks feel so much more special because it takes a lot longer to write out the blog reports than it does for me to like record a video, because a lot of the time once I set up the camera and go, I'm just rolling with it. But with the blog, I'm like, right, oh, what's another word? Oh, I just used that word. Let's figure out a better way to say that. And so the blog's a very special thing for me. You don't have to read it if you don't want it. It's just excuse me. It's just one of those things that like when people like read something you wrote, like that takes time, and I really appreciate that they do that. Let's see. I make session notes on my phone. A blog would be fun too. Well, what's cool about the blog is like Substack. You put it on Substack, you send it out, then you can just share the link with your players. They can click on it anytime. Other people who aren't even involved in your game, they can. Here, let's make me a little bigger because. Let me see. Let's go to OBS real quick. I'm just gonna minimize. Just because we're talking right now, we're not even gaming. So like, what was I saying? Oh right, yeah. So the blogs are great. Like Substack does all the work for you. People will follow you if they follow someone that you know, and then like you get kind of suggested to them. And so yeah, I've gotten a bunch of Substack followers. I've never put any effort into like trying to reach out to people for Substack. I do include my Substack in all of my video descriptions, and that might be helping a lot. I'm not really sure how I grow on Substack. I know how I find people on Substack. You follow this person, so you might like this person. I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize them from X. I follow. It's just a stream of follows. And since people don't write as much, uh, you're not like inundated with a bunch of emails or notifications from Substack, and people write at a pace that you can read it. Usually, like these blog posts are like a page or two, so you know 2 or 3 minutes you read through it, and then you're like, oh, cool, learn something new. Or they'll share like a dungeon that they created. I actually filmed myself recording like drawing out a dungeon with a pencil and then going in with a marker and like creating all the hatching lines and stuff. And I was thinking about just like sharing that on the Substack. I'm not really sure what people are interested in, so I just put my after action reports on there. But if you guys have any suggestions on like what you'd be interested in reading about, not just watching videos about, I'll blog about that too. Okay, wow. So many people here today. This is awesome, guys. Let's see. Let's come over. Let's close this. Yeah. So, yeah, awesome. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could record the game, not publish it. Um, it's a lot to get through going back through that stuff. Yeah, so I've got a system that works. I have a notebook and I write down the players who show up. I write down every monster that they kill. I write down the gold that they receive. And then I take all of that shorthand note and adjustments to my dungeons that are in that notebook. And then I transfer it all to the Substack. Yeah, that just kind of works for me the best. I like going back and watching a video on my games. It would be a lot of like, oh, the delivery guys here, because we have Chinese culture has a it's really big on food delivery, really big. Like you can cook, people do cook, but like it is the culture. You get food delivery, and it's not like, oh, my hair is so crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't even do this. Um, the it's not like Uber Eats. It is so much cheaper here to get food delivery, so it's affordable. And so every 5 minutes, somebody be knocking at the door delivering beer. Somebody's knocking at the door delivering food. You're getting up, going to the bathroom. Oh, some of my players smoke, so they're gonna go outside and smoke cigarettes. Like it would not. It would just be like 4.5 hours long of video of just nonsense, and I wouldn't want to go through it. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah. Well, hey, thanks for coming by. Thank you for stopping by. Absolutely. Oh, from Turkey. Oh, wow. I have some friends from Turkey, actually, from Istanbul. Yeah, thanks for coming by for sure. No, Roxy's right. Players should be taking notes, and you could ask them to, give you a recap. The one time I was a player this past year, I did an after action report from the player's perspective. It was super fun. I got to have a lot more like silliness with it. I made it more comedic because there was no like bookkeeping involved. It was just my perspective on the game and how I kept causing trouble for everybody in the party. Um, I was a thief and we were focusing on Bronstein, and so I was trying my best to like not rob them, but like hide as much of the gold as I could. And they were getting so mad at me. It was so fun. And like not the players, like the characters, because I told them ahead of time. I was like, this is who I'm going to be playing, and they let me die. I got one session in on that guy and he died. It was so fun, and they left me to my own devices, and I did not make it out. Yeah. But I did an after action report as a player, and everybody read it and they laughed and they were like, "Oh, that was an interesting perspective for sure to see like what the player takes away from the game and their experience at on one side of it, the blind side where they don't see like what's coming or what's on the other side of the door, is a completely different experience than what the DM offers, because he's looking from the top down, right? Like he knows what's about to happen for the most part, or he sees what the dice rolls say. So there, what you glean and take away is completely different. And I think that's really cool. Oh, cool. Yeah. So Goth is going to be working on a map as well. So Goth, I have a couple questions. Do you do pencil first, or you just leave it at pencil? Because like I do pencil, and then I'll take my. Let me. I have a whole station over here. Then I have these microns. After I'm done with the penciling and erasing and like getting all the doors right, then I go in with different size microns and do the walls with one size and then like the tiles. This is only for me. And then if I put it online, it'll be for you guys too. But for me, it just looks so much better to look at. And I just love that. But, pencil probably is just fine if you're not, as compulsive about it as I am. It says RPG Radio. I'm asking because you can send a letter, offer plate mail, ask for research, think 15 days a month or more. Then the DM just forgets. Well, the thing is like I do often forget those little details, but I I put it on the player. I'm like, message me on this day, and your character will know the answer. But usually it's not 2 weeks of waiting. The sages are long, but for information and stuff like that, like it's usually like just a couple of days of waiting, usually resolved before the next session. Um, there's a couple instances where it's long, but it's such a big deal to the player because like they have to invest a lot of gold into it, and they remind you, like, put the work onto them. Players deserve less from you. Like, you deserve more from them. They should be giving more of their time and attention to the campaign. They should be working towards the development of it, because with one-to-one time, you can let go of control. You don't have control anymore, because when the players are tied to the calendar, they're thinking about, okay, well, it's Tuesday now. What am I doing? It's Wednesday now. What am I doing? And so most of the activities that we use in our one-to-one time game are week-long events. And so if they say, like, this is what I'm doing, like, for example, in Dragon Slayer, it takes 1 week to write a spell scroll per spell level. So if you want to write a level 2 spell scroll, that's 2 weeks, right? They mark on their calendar. And also I put in the blog that they're out of commission for 2 weeks. I give them the exact day on the calendar they can play again. And then I forget. Like, it's not for me to worry about at that point. And then when we fill out the campaign roster for who's coming in for the next session, I said, who's available. And then I'm looking at the name of the list, and as long as there's no problems, then, you get to come and play. So they can manage their own characters. They can manage all those little details, and they can remind you. It's their job to be like, hey, I spent this money. Tell me what I know now. It's the 11th. It's my turn to know. Let's see. The evil DM recently did a video about recording his names for note-keeping purposes when writing up session notes. Yeah, names are like I think the one thing that I forget the most, for sure. Yeah, I think Turkish people are pretty good. They're pretty nice. Yeah, one of my buddies. So I had two Turkish friends. One of my buddies lived here in China for a long time, and his best friend, she recently went back and she got married, and so I knew the both of them really well. The foreigner community is pretty tight here, so we get to know everybody. A pencil first, then you do use microns. Cool, awesome. The color pencils. Oh, so actually I use let's see if I have it within reaching distance. I don't know if I can even see it. I have this really cool marker that I use that adds shadow. Oh, where is it? I can stand up. I am jacked in right here. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So this one's really cool. It's called it's a pro marker, and the color is grease. Let's see if I actually have to like. Oh, you know what? Since I'm streaming, it doesn't have my. So there's like a focus feature on this camera that only works if you're recording, but it's called grease or cool grade number 3, and so I don't think I can get the feature to work, the autofocus feature. It's not going to work, but yeah, so it's actually really useful whenever you're recording to have that autofocus feature, but it doesn't work for streaming, I guess. All right, cool. Let's see. Breadbox, dude, what's up, man? Glad to see you back. Mapping pencil to micron is goated. Oh, bro, it looks so good. And then like you erase all the extra pencil markings, and it's just like so clean. Um, Currently trying to figure out a good workflow for digitizing. Okay, yes, I'm just gonna do the paper. I love paper. How do you do one-to-one time when players are in a different time zone? Well, it'll be set to whatever time the dungeon master's running the game. Yeah, we're about to find out with this Dragon Slayer game, because I've never played with people outside of my time zone. I'm trying to think, is that true? Oh no, during COVID we were doing one-to-one time, and some of my friends were in Thailand, and they were just 2 hours off, but it didn't really affect us. Yeah, so it'll be whatever time the dungeon master's in. So what I'll say is, there's going to be a universal calendar, and no matter what time on that day we play, we will start the day at 6 a.m. Actually, I have been a player in a one-to-one time game with Jeffro Johnson as the DM, and we used his time zone because he was the DM, and so I had, as the player, had to make sure that I was submitting my orders on time. Yeah, the shadow looks great, right? All right, I think I'm caught up on the messages. Let's get back to the game. We have a bunch of seeds here that we can. Oop, not trying to do that. Let's bring the game back up. All right, we got a bunch of seeds here. We're gonna go plant them. We're gonna make our town special and beautiful. We're gonna make our farm like goated. The music in this game is so quaint. It's so cute. I love it. All right, we got some room over here. Let's see. Well, we have 3 seeds of just random whatever. We'll put those in. Oh, don't waste your energy. Okay. And then let's put our cauliflower will just be off here on the side. All right, water those up. And then we'll spend the rest of the day and as much energy as we have just chopping down trees and busting up anything in our way, because we're gonna need all of this material. There's not going to be a lot of extra energy in the day. That's just how it goes. Every day, like you're basically, especially in the early game, you're maxing out your energy use, because like you have so many different chores to do and not enough time to get it done, and you need so much like material. All right, get as many of these rocks out as we can. You need rocks, you need wood early game, because you got to build coops for the chickens and the cows and stuff, and like you can sell the eggs and the milk, or you can like turn it into cheese and mayonnaise and stuff like that, which sells for more. And it's all about getting gold early game so you can build your farm. That's the name of this game, Farm Sim. How do one-to-one time players? Oh, okay. Let's see. Yo, Elder Goblin Games, dude. What's up, man? I watched a video of yours. I was at the gym, and uh, I guess this was during the summertime, and it was like top 5 RPGs that are not Dungeons and Dragons or something. And you went through, and like 4 out of the 5 were like some of my favorite games. Like I think you did Mouse Ritter on that list. Dude, that was a great video. It really inspired me to like play other games, and I've been on that kick for a long time. Thank you for that video, dude. Like have suggested that to like so many different people because I'm like, you guys want to try this game? Check out this video. It's awesome. Thank you for coming by, dude. It says you're a channel member. When did that happen? Cool, man. I bet you it was my ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. That dude, he is always giving out channel memberships. You can't hear the background music? What if I turn it up a little bit? How about now? Can you hear it now? That's a great question. Yeah, dude, for sure. Well, I mean, like, you got to support the creators, right, man? Like, people are putting their self out there. Like, there are guys who, like, they'll do the faceless videos and stuff, and that's really cool. I think it's rewarding to do that as well. But there is something really special and humbling about oh, you still can't hear the background music. Oh, you know what? Let me check the connections. There's something really special about putting your face on camera and submitting yourself to the public and their judgments and their opinions, which they all have. And yeah, nothing but respect for you for doing that, dude, because it's not easy, especially like you spend like an hour writing the script, an hour recording it, an hour editing it, like you put in a few hours and then you upload it, and then people are like, you're wrong because okay, let's see what's going on with my audio capture device, why it's not. I'm going to do some experimenting, okay? So it might cut in and out just a little bit. Let's see. Hopefully this isn't too noisy. I should have... Let's see what that does. Well, now I can't hear anything. All right, I'm going to hit this tree. Let me see if you guys can hear anything. Can you hear that? Thick. I'll never be showing my face on stream. That's okay, bro. Yeah, you do get thick skin for sure. You have to. Yeah, let's see. Maybe you guys can hear it now. Like the actual music has died out, and now it's just like little like bups now. Still nothing, huh? Huh. What is going on? Well, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'll fix it for next time. Let's make sure that we're in the on spot. Yeah, I don't know what it is. This should be working. Like everything's plugged into the right spots. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm technically illiterate, so yeah, I'll have to figure this out for next time. I got my audio, my capture card should be working. Did that change anything? You might be able to hear some birds in the background. No. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's so lame. I thought for sure you could hear the music the whole time. It's so like peaceful and like zen. Oh, so lame, dude. This like Stardew's got the best music ever. All right. Well, my character's really low on energy. I have to get the next day started up. Okay. Hey, man. Thanks for coming by, dude. Yeah, man. I enjoy your stuff too. Thank you for coming by for sure. Enjoy your dinner. All right. Okay, yeah, so 1-to-1 time. Guys, who here is running a 1-to-1 time game? Who here is interested in starting a 1-to-1 time game? I was talking to a buddy of mine. He quit our 1-to-1 time game. He was not really into the Bronstein aspect with like the player versus player stuff. And he was gone for a while, for like 3 or 4 months. And then he recently joined us again because he said that he's like, man, I just can't go back to any other game. It's all so boring. It's the only thing I want to play now. So that's a huge W for us. All right, I need 50 wood for sure because I need a chest to put all of this stuff in. So we're going to have to dedicate energy to that. Just chopping down a tree is like 20% of your energy. But now I should be able to build a chest. Let's see what the mail says. But yeah, so buy a backpack. Well, we don't have time for that, all right? Hell there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come by. Yes, we will do that as well. So, but first we need to build a box because we have a lot of junk and we don't have anywhere to keep it. All right, and we can just keep all of our stuff right in there. Bread box. I respect Mike's take, but anonymous schizo posting is yeah, it is really fun to just absolutely shred people online. It just gets annoying because it's like, why come to a video and be like, this doesn't work or this isn't a good idea or whatever? It's like, okay, just don't watch the video if you don't want to watch it, bro. Like, like I don't mind like people being like, well, I think this is, interesting idea or whatever. It's not for me. That's cool. I'm referring to the guys who are like, this is terrible. This doesn't work. I have no need for this. No, thank you. It's like, okay, well, no, thank you. I got it. You didn't have to come here to say that. Like, it's like, all right, you're seen. We see you. Mail is probably a kicks. Yeah. No. Uh, the okay, so Kickstarters. Who am I actually like backing? Kelsey Dion for sure. I did Alexander McCrease's Adventure Conquer King, and the Black Lodge games. I did their Shucked Oyster. I didn't do the Mithras game that they did because I don't play Mithras, and I don't. I probably won't start. But they did ask me if I wanted to review it for them, and so if I do that, uh, I will do a review copy or whatever, and I'll make a video about it to help them like promote it. But I probably won't ever play Mithras. Like I don't like D100 systems as much. I like Call of Cthulhu, but if I'm doing D&D, I want to do a D20. I want to see that natural 20. Playing Yahtzee. Now that brings back some memories. I haven't played Yahtzee since I was a little kid. Yahtzee's awesome. You got me hooked on that game. Hey, man! Just saw your stream. This is Erudite DM. Yeah, I was watching you on the lawyer Joe the lawyer. I didn't know your name was Mike as well until I saw you on the stream. That was you, right? Like I'm not like I thought it was you. So right now I'm just going around. I'm busting up some rocks, chopping up some wood, trying to get material so I can build my farm. Man, I need a lot of stuff, and everything right now in my town just looks like junk. Oh yeah, the basic expert, was it the Makuhito? I haven't backed that either, but I do play his the Wipeout game. Yeah, I have that right on my shelf. I love that game. I love anything original Dungeons and Dragons. It feels so good to play. All right, let's see. We have a bunch of stuff, but no money, and so I think it's time to go get some money, and the best way to do that is by fishing. And so we're going to go see Willie down at the ocean, and we're going to use the rest of our energy today to try to uh, make a little coin. It says go to the beach, visit the beach before 5 p.m. Oh, I'm glad I actually looked at that. Yeah, John the Basic Expert. I've made a bunch of videos talking about him and how I just have nothing but respect for him. I wasn't game to type it. Do you mean like Maquahito? I would have put like M A MauhctH. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you are okay. Well, yeah, my brother's a D100 guy. He loves D100 games. He plays a homebrew version of GURPS, and so yeah, he's a big GURPS guy. I don't like GURPS, but the BRP, the Universal Role Playing Game, basic role playing game, it's okay. Like it's fine if you can like build something that will work for your game. Call of Cthulhu. I have a bunch of Call of Cthulhu. I love Call of Cthulhu, and so um, that works for me. But I don't know. Like there's something about D20. Like I just want to see that natural 20. All right, let's go get a fishing pole. We need one. Oh, who's this? Hello, you're my friend now. Haley, you're the new farmer. Yeah. So you can get wives in this game. Maybe Haley will be a wife. Maybe I'll get like 5 wives. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go Mormon with it. Not LDS. I'm not making fun of LDS. Not making fun of the Latter-day Saints. Just the other ones. Ah, here we go. Yeah, the Aztec name. It's like Mauc. Maqua. I don't know. Yeah. I wouldn't be game to spell that either. All right. I can't believe you guys can't hear this music. It's so frustrating. Oh, man, I want you to hear it. It's so good. Yeah, so I guess you'll just have to like deal with the sound uh of my ramblings. Oh yeah, got a fishing pole. Now I can get some fish and sell them. And this really is a great way to make money. I don't have any room in my bag, so I need to get 2,000 gold so I can upgrade the bag. I know. That's why I'm not trying to like go too hard on them. Some of those guys are my buddies. All right, so this is the fishing mini game. When they bite, you have to kind of like keep this little cursor in a success zone, and it moves up and down. And you have to kind of like move with it. The more fishing you do, the bigger your success zone criteria gets, and it's easier to keep the fish on the line. And so right now, I want to get this little bar on the right all the way full. Oh my gosh, don't get away. Yeah, there you go. And it's like a process of like clicking and letting go and clicking and letting go. It's actually quite engaging. Like you have to pay attention to it. Oh, okay. So then that means that Goth, you're Tim. Is that right? Oh, am I just giving away your name? I don't know if I should be saying that. Sorry. I prefer like first names because then I can like remember who the person is like and talk to them later. Oh, this fish, I gotta keep him on the line. I need you because I need money. Okay, cool. Yeah, so tell me about this map that you're making. What system are you playing? Um, yeah, is it for a home game? Saw something about digitizing it, so yeah, the fishing like it takes a lot of like the day, but only just so much of the energy, you know. So you can actually do fishing every day if you have like time left on the clock. Oh man, I'm so bad at this. And since it's like the very low levels, it's almost impossible to keep this little fish on the line. Come on. Come on, you little turd. Okay. And since I don't have a lot of space, I can only carry one more thing. And so let's get one more fish and then sell that stuff. And then I'll be in a better place for buying some more seeds for the day after. Do I want a massive farm with a bunch of vegetables? Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I focus on chickens and cows and stuff? Like early game, you really have to do some farming because you can't really get much going without it. And fishing is really important too early game. But then like once you spend a little time getting a little bit of gold, then you can break off and do like your own thing. And so there are some people who are like they only want to play the mini game where you're going down in the mines and you're fighting monsters. I really enjoy that one because the clock is still ticking, and so you're trying to see how deep you can go every day. And the deeper you go into the dungeon, the better the rewards. Let's see who this swoop kid is. Sam. Good to meet you, Sam. Shadow Dark. Okay. Yeah, no, that's absolutely, bro. Like, if you make a map, you should use it with every table, for sure. Like, some of the stuff for Dragon Slayer that we are going to be playing for the Shield Bearer game, for the channel member game, is going to be maps that I made for other games for my home game, because none of my Shield Bearers are my home players, so. My home players, they just make fun of me for making YouTube videos. Nah, they're my boys. They're super supportive, actually. I just you can go over to the calendar and pick up quests, and they last for like a day or two sometimes, and they give you bonus gold if you can do them. I don't think I'll be getting down into the mines anytime soon. Hey, oh, dude. My boy's here, dude. Okay, so guys, if you don't know who No Fun Allowed is, it's okay. You can hop off my stream, click on his channel, follow this dude. You probably already do. If you know who I am, you definitely know who he is, but he is awesome. It says, the Dolmenwood Kickstarter just started, stated that they won't be demanding more money because of the tariffs. And that's a pretty class act. Okay. I really like Gavin Norman. I think he's a cool guy. As you know, I'm obsessed with his game, Old School Essentials. I actually learned how to play Old School Essentials from No Fun Allowed. I watched his videos on how to do it because I'd never played back in the 80s. I didn't play that game. The first time I played, I was in high school, and it wasn't D&D. It was some D100 system where you can like build your own class, and we played one session, I think, and then the game fizzled out. I made a werewolf. His name was Guru, and it was so early in the game that I couldn't even shapeshift. I didn't even have the class points or whatever to do it. And so, wait, why isn't this rock breaking? Oh, it's because I'm using the axe. Wrong tool. And so, yeah, so like whenever I first started playing, like I had no idea how to play BX. And so it's funny that I'm making a channel on how to play BX, but it's because I watched his videos, and then I started playing a bunch, and I did a lot of trial and error, and eventually you just get it. Like you pick it up, and now like every game, it's in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh, I prefer how OSE does this. A few years back, my OSC Kickstarter was lost in the mail. Oof. I had a high pledge, asked if I could get another order, and they sent it to me at no cost. What? Dude, that is such... Talk about class act. That is awesome. That is really cool. Yeah, no, I should message that guy. I should message Gavin Norman and see if I can get him to, like, interview him on my channel. Because I love his game, for sure. He might be like, Mike, you have given away my entire book online. You've flipped through every single page. You've slowed down. You've zoomed in on every monster. People don't even need to buy it now. I'm LDS, and I thought the joke was funny. Got a lot of Really? Yeah. So like, whenever it gets to like the settlement age, right? Like when they went out to Utah, man, there's a different world back then. Like we're making our own laws. No, I have nothing but respect for Latter Day Saints. You know why? Because they take care of their community. They work hard. They're upstanding members of the general community, and then they take care of their own. Like that's everything you should be if you're a church. Like nothing but respect. And like the guys that would come to my door back when I lived in America were such nice people. Oh my gosh, they were so nice. I am a Baptist, so a Protestant. I'm just going to keep stacking all of my stuff in this box until I have the materials I need to build like a little shed. I want to put a little shed right here, and it's going to have cows and chickens in it. I like having the pets. It's getting late. I have a little bit of energy, so we're going to keep going until I'm just out of juice. Let's see. If you can see the energy bar, it's at the very bottom right of my screen. When it gets that orange color, it means it's basically time to cash in. But as long as I've got something, I should use it. Next time, guys, I will have the music for this. I won't mess that up next time. I feel really bad because the music is like one of the most engaging parts of this game, and you can't even hear it. Ugh, such a disappointment. All right, we'll put away our stuff, and then we are going here. All right, let's see. What are you guys saying? Squeezing my rosary so hard right now. Yeah, I am not Catholic. I was raised in the South, and we are well, actually, Louisiana, where I'm from. We have a massive Catholic community. Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Most of my friends that I went to college with were Catholic, but where I came from in Louisiana was like North Louisiana and very Protestant. We were Southern Baptist through and through. Everywhere you go, Southern Baptist. So. I mean, there's other denominations as well. Like my family is Pentecostal. My brother, he was a Methodist, the boring one. Yeah, he was a Methodist. All right, man. See you later, Tim. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna get that chicken coop, dude. Don't you worry. Hum it for you? No, no, I won't do that. It's not gonna happen. Get lost. What is the religious climate like over there in China? It must be a little restricted. Well, that's an excellent question. We have, so there are state-run churches, and so there are official CCP approved Catholic churches, Protestant churches, everything. Um, but it's a little bit of a different version of the church. I don't go to church over here, so I can't give you exact details because it's like it is restricted in a way. Like that they can meet and they can have sessions, but it's got to be like church CCP approved churches, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Yeah. So I know you guys can't hear the game, so like it kind of kills like the vibe. I don't know if it's even like I'm not doing the game justice because one of the reasons why people get so addicted is like the synthesizer tunes in the background add to the vibe so much, and then like you want to you want to get caught in the gameplay loop of, oh, I gotta play another day, I gotta play another day, and you keep just building out your farm, and then you realize you're like, oh my gosh, it's real life, it's been 5 hours. How long have I been playing this game? All right, so going outside. It is raining today, so I don't have to water my plants. And what that means for me is I can just haul my happy self all the way over to the mines because there was a quest to get some iron bars, and I'm gonna try to make that happen. To do that, I do need to smelt. I don't know if I can. What? All right. What does the quest say exactly? Copper ore. All I need is the ore. Oh wait, and who am I giving it to? Goodness. I'm gonna give it to Clint. Do I know who Clint is? Which of these guys is Clint? Okay, so I haven't met Clint yet. I think it's this guy. He looks like the blacksmith. All right, we're gonna haul our happy selves over to the mines. We're gonna get down there. We're gonna dig. I don't want to pick up too much stuff. All right. So this is another part of the mini game. Now I don't have a sword. So when I get down there, I'm just going to be like hitting rocks, trying to run away from the monsters for now until I can buy a sword later. But you have to know where you're going in this game or you're never going to get around. Like you really got to move along. Oh, this way is blocked. How do I get up there? That's something I wasn't anticipating. It's been a long time since I played this game. So there's only one way in. Maybe it's this way. Nope. Nope. This is all cut off. Oh, man. Wasting precious time here. And I don't even know how to get up there. Maybe it's just not available for me for right now. Oh, man. That's too bad. And I can't talk to the guy. He's on the other side of the rock, so... Alright, well, never mind. I guess I'm just gonna fish. I gotta do that anyway. I need as much fish as I can get. That's how you make money in this game. Yeah, I'm always open for one-to-one time questions, guys. I've been running that system for years now. A lot of my my BroSR buddies on... Oh my goodness, this must be some kind of rare fish. Okay, the thing was jumping all over the place. A lot of my BroSR buddies are also available on X. If you want, you can... in the description, I think I included my my X account on there, so if you wanted to follow, you could. I'm always open to answer questions for you guys. It's a very fun system, and I feel like once your game world comes alive like that, it's not as easy to just go back to like the pause time, the freeze time, the cliffhanger style. I know some people love cliffhangers, and I mean the thing is the people who hate the BroSR and hate one-to-one time, the idea of it, they've never tried it, and next they assume that I've never played pause time games before. It's like everybody has played pause time games. It's the only games out there, right? So this idea that I've never done it, or I've never played in that game is just absurd because I did a decade of it. Is it true that BroSR people only play 1E? We play lots of games, but the BroSR philosophy is the best game ever created was first edition Dungeons and Dragons by Gary Gygax because it is the most complete game, answers the most questions that come up at the table, and provides for the longest running campaigns possible. There are people who have been playing for 40 years and they can't keep a game going after like a month or two. There are some people like, hey, I've been doing this for 5 years. That's cool. You're in the minority because most stop time games, your games just stop. I know it's frustrating to hear that, and every time I try to do a pause game, my games stop too. And I've really tried to make it work, and I just can't. It's just not fun for me anymore. I want to let go of the control. And with a pause time game, you just need to be writing stories for your players. And I'm not an author. I like to be surprised too. I like the dice to tell me what happens, and it's exciting that way. We do play other games, but the game that will provide you the best experience for a long running campaign is first edition. And I used to be in the Bro SR before I even read first edition. And they would give me so much trouble. They're like, dude, you only play OSE. You're not experiencing like the full game. There's so much more out there. There's so much more available to you if you would just take the time. And so after about 2 or 3 months and like claiming to be bro, I finally committed to reading the rules. And it took another 4 months to get through those books because they are not easy to parse through. But um, absolutely worth it now because I can use that information that I took, that I learned, and I can apply it to any other game. So if I'm playing any other game now and I'm like, oh, there's no rule for that here. What do I do? Do I have to make it up? No, I can just be like, oh, well, they had that rule in first edition. So I'll just use what they did, you know? And that's how knowledge works. Once you know it, you've got it, like just keep using it. You won't forget. It says, I would love to run a one-to-one time in my life. Well, yeah, if life didn't get in the way, it would be a lot easier. The thing is there is this misconception, I will say, that one-to-one time games take up more of your time than normal games, but that actually isn't true. Um, when you are not writing out like balanced encounters and trying to think about like, how do I tie this character's backstory into this event and where can I locate, this one NPC that they really need. When you let go of that, your free time actually opens up. I have time to write blogs now about my sessions. You you will create a dungeon. I think that's important. You should be making your dungeon. Some people just randomly generate it as they're playing. I don't want to do that. I want to actually like be ready for whatever comes up. And so I do have like a dungeon. I have multiple dungeons, and depending on where they want to go, then I can just pull it out and start reading off what happens. As long as you're restocking the day after the game, or maybe 2 days after, when you do your blog, you should restock the dungeon, and it'll make everything a lot easier for you. So that way, just the game is always ready. But I gotta use the restroom real quick, guys. So I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, sorry guys. I'm back. I realized I think I might know why that audio isn't working. Let's see if I go this. Hmm. No, that's not it. Hmm. I'm just wondering like why I can't hear it. Why you guys can't hear the game? Oh, while I was gone to the bathroom, thank you for the gifted membership. And Brian, you're now a member. You're now a shield bearer. You can join the game, the online game that we're doing. Let's see what did I miss. Yeah. As I was saying about like the misconception with one time is you actually have more time because you're not writing these grand narratives anymore. You are rolling random tables. You are rolling random encounter and reaction rolls, and it opens up so much of your time that you spent on prep to send text messages about downtime resolution, stuff like that. My schedule is wonky. Oh yeah, and I mean obviously you're really busy and you're writing your game, but right. Yeah, it comes and goes. Yeah, we need music now. Yeah, I wish I could get the music going. Have you seen the 4D gaming people like Table Runner Crispy or Mr. Max Bolving? Mr. Max does sound familiar. I don't know if I agree that role-playing solves everything, though. Okay. Did that fix it? Is it still echoing? Let me know if it's still echoing. I'm just gonna. I think I know what happened. I tried to get the music going, and it may have messed with them. Let me know if that's killed it. If it's still echoing. Okay, excellent. Good now. Okay, very good. Yeah, I was just trying to get the music going for you guys. I don't know what is going on. Um, yeah, you got the Player's Tome finished? Dude, that is awesome. Good for you. Like that one day, maybe I'll write something, but it won't be a system. Maybe I'll do like a module or something. Very good. So glad that gets fixed. There's nothing worse than audio issues. I wish the music was working. I swear, guys, next time it will be ready. I will make sure that it doesn't mess up. There's a homeless guy over there in the top left corner. I'll go see him. He's right behind my camera, so you can't see him. Hey, and I got another fish. Yeah, let's go see this homeless guy so you know who I'm talking about. He's over here. I'll take this. Did he go inside of his house? And by house, I mean tent? No, he must have wandered off. Okay. Until I can get some bag space, I really can't get much accomplished. It's kind of frustrating. It's like your hands are tied. But it makes you want to invest into becoming better at the game. I should do it. Yeah, I should. Like, I do think I should. Writing. I mean, because it's nice having something that you took time, you created something, and when you're done, like it's just there. I really like that. Yeah, I think I'm really making a push to grow the YouTube channel, and I don't. I need to like prioritize my activities, right? Like I can't do it all, and I love YouTube. I'm very happy like with the way things have gone with the channel, like the growth and like the community that I've built and the people who show up stream after stream and video every video and they always leave comments and stuff. Like I'm really lucky to have these guys cuz like they are genuinely nice people and without YouTube it never would have happened. So, yeah, I really want to focus on like growing the YouTube and keep expanding and I don't want to burn out on it, and I don't think I will, but I do make quarterly quests every 3 months. I'll try to evaluate my life and like try to figure out what it is that I want for myself, and so I'll make like health and fitness goals, like trying to reach certain numbers, and I'll have professional goals and like trying to like make sure projects at work are done, and then I'll have my YouTube goals. And so I have been pushing really hard since about December on growing the channel, and it is paying off. Um, my first 1,000 subscribers took me 10 months, and now I'm getting a lot more. Um, the like people are following, people are sharing my videos. They're following me on X and chatting with me there, and so like these two platforms are kind of like crossing each other and um, giving like expanding my reach, and that feels really cool. Um, and so as long as it's fun for me, I want to keep growing it, and I want to know. I want to be reassessing every 3 months. Like, okay, if I push for 500 new subscribers in these 3 months, how do I feel about that when it's done? And as if I'm doing that every couple of months, I feel like I'll be able to feel when the burnout is coming and I'll know when to like dial it back and slow it down. It's the same thing with like working out, right? Like your body is like going to tell you. It's like, okay, your back's popping now when you're, going too hard, or like your knees start to hurt a little bit, and that's when you need to dial it back. And my goal is to push right now because I can push, and once I feel like I should stop pushing, I'm gonna like let go a little bit and just kind of have fun with it again. And I am having fun with it, like that is absolutely number one. I am having fun with it, but it's a lot of work. And like there's this idea that like you're gonna make all this money on YouTube. That's not why we do this. It's not. It's about making friends and like having somebody to talk to about your game ideas. YouTube rewards you for consistency. They want you making regular content. Yeah, yeah. You need to you need to be uploading. One thing that I found that works for me is like if I'm not in the mood to upload a video or record or like break out all the equipment, is if I post, just make a post on YouTube and like just talk to you guys. Then people start sharing it or will talk to me, and that seems to work pretty good too on like keeping YouTube happy because they're like as long as you're doing something there. But you're right, they do reward consistency, and right now I feel like I can do that. Like I wake up early. I wake up at 5, and then I'll shower for like, and get ready for like 30 minutes. I get my coffee ready, and then I will break out my camera and start recording or writing scripts or editing videos. And waking up at 5 works for me because if I try to do it after work, I'm way too tired. I just don't have the energy. It's just not going to happen. And I'm just like staring at my TV like, and so I'm a morning person. I have nothing but energy in the morning, and so that's when I do it. And it's been working for me, and I've been doing that since December. Yeah, the real treasure is the friends we make along the way. Yeah, the ad revenue is not where the money's at. Dude, we should do a stream together sometime. Like, would you like to come on random tables? with me and Harmony Ginger, Dunder, and Night Danger. Like, I know it's a lot of people and it can be a little hectic, but we have a good time with it, you know. And people always tune in, so maybe it's not so bad. I would love to have you on the stream, dude. Just talk about RPGs, or maybe like we can just do the two of us if you're more like kind of low key. I found a geode. The blacksmith will crack it open for me. Well, that's cool. I need more stones. I don't have near enough stones. All right, let's see here. Yeah, dude, you're down. All right, cool. Well, are you on X? Because I don't know if I follow you on X. I don't ever see you posting. She says I need a moderator. Yeah, you're probably right. Over here, I need mods. Yeah, dude, if you want, like, let me direct message you on. I I can hit you up on Discord or X or something, but I'm gonna reach out to you, so we'll set that up because like that would be super fun. All right, how are we doing on energy? We're doing fine on energy. Time is okay. Let's put away some of this stuff. You guys haven't seen me build anything yet. I gotta actually build stuff soon. Oh, bro. X is awesome. You can hear all kinds of people whining about your opinions. It's great. Random Rolls needs a party caller. Dude, thank you for the donation, man. That's awesome. That's super cool, bro. Thank you. Yay. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we do need a party call. It gets a little like everybody's like, no, no, you go. Oh no, you go. A good thing we got a Canadian in there. He's so polite. But you get so excited, you know. You got to share your idea. And I know when Kelsey came on, everybody was like just in such a good mood because she's so cool and like she's so successful, and it gives all of us creative types like this idea that like, you know, you can do it too. We can do this. Like, it is possible. Real people are doing it. It's not just Watsy making all the money out there, you know, like you can be successful. And so she is like this inspiration, and we were all just like, oh, let's all talk at the same time. It was like, okay guys, we need to have some kind of system here. Like maybe a push to talk or something. I don't know. But yeah, man, come on. We are gonna. We're. I don't remember the topic for our next game. The next stream, but it will be sometime in like the next 2 weeks. I'll bother you before then for sure, so you'll know. There is hope for us. Victor Gorchev is always praising how nice she is. Victor Gorchev is nice. That dude is so. His he made a tweet one time about the 40 years guys. Like it was what was that samurai show? Whatever. It was a meme that he made, and that has gone around so much. I see accounts that don't follow him, like that are just like random people that have taken his exact meme and have reposted it. They reposted on Facebook. Like, I was like, dude, that's your like claim to fame. Like, you know, Blacklight, sure, you know, like all these game systems that you've made, sure, but it's actually the meme. Shogun, right? Yeah, dude, Shogun was a good show. You met her twice at North Texas. So, oh man, North Texas is the one I want to go to. But actually, I looked at my calendar. I can't go. It's I'm still working until actually the very beginning of July, and so I'm gonna miss it. But my company provides me with a flight home to America, and so like once a year I can just go home. I just need to like figure out like when's best. And this year I've decided I'm not even gonna go. It's just not even convenient in any way to go. And since I'm missing all the fun activities. Okay, we have a lot of wood now. Oh, I don't think we have enough though. We have some stone. Yeah, we're not there yet, guys. We're still not there. but we have enough gold. We could probably buy some seeds. That's what's cool. Yeah, I would like to meet her. We chat on X, and then she came on the stream one time. I'd like to meet her, sure. But what's really cool about the internet is like basically already have, right? Because like we can just talk and chat and like just look at the camera and see each other, and so like that works too. And I think that whenever you live in China, you kind of get used to the fact that like you're just not gonna be directly in contact with everybody. My upload time isn't convenient, so I have to like, just make concessions. That's okay. Oh yeah, I mean, if I was gonna go to a con, it would be North Texas because Greg Gillespie goes there, and he's cool. I really like Greg. Dr. Greg. Drinking some coffee. My fishing skill went up. That's cool. Oh, my mom's sad that I'm not going to America this year. It's just not convenient this year at all. Like the way my schedule's working out, I'm gonna have a nice summer break, but like Roxy's family needs us, and so probably gonna be doing that for a while. Things happen. Yeah, yeah, but that's true, dude. It is. It's convenient for you. You're only 2 hours ahead of me, like, or maybe three. I think we decided it was two. That is super cool, man. I have got to get to Australia as well. What a what a gorgeous country full of cool people. All right, back to watering my plants because it's not raining today. Oh, by the way, let me say thank you guys for joining me today. Watching me play video games and chatting about D&D. Um, I really appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me. It's really cool. Just a chill stream, just trying to get to know you guys a little better. You guys can get to know me a little bit. If you have any questions about life in Asia, in East Asia, I can answer that. Yeah, Greg. Yeah, yeah. I saw that he did that. Yeah, he wrote the convention module. It's a spinoff from Baramaze. Yeah, and the thing is like you can only get it if you can get to the con or somebody can like get you a copy. So it's like, oh, I want it so bad. I love his stuff. You know that like my my YouTube channel is basically Barrel Maze. Like every episode I upload is Barrel Maze. His stuff is great. And my home game, we're playing Lost Caverns of Arakia. So yeah, I have a lot of Greg stuff in my head. I just don't spend a lot of time making videos for him, and I feel bad because it's like, I mean, he doesn't really need my help promoting, but I spend all my time talking about like Shadow Dark, and like I do the solo plays, but I'm running OSE, and so it's like, yeah, I need to spend more time like talking about Dragon Slayer because it is an incredible game. I was gonna convert everything from the OSE game over, but the channel was like, no, 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 stick with this. We're here for this, and so um, give them what they want. All right, we're gonna go get some seeds. We can afford some now. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get some of these greens going. We need some beans. I mean, talk about like I was actually thinking about like a video I want to make about Dr. Greg. And I mean, nobody is working for the OSR the way he is. Like he is the guy in the OSR. Like there are other great creators, but his stuff is so impactful and culturally relevant, and it's so good. All right, we're gonna do four of those, and then the rest are gonna be cauliflower. Oh, we need potatoes. We don't have any potatoes. Mm, yeah, sure. We'll do some potatoes. Get one thing of potatoes. Said no fun allowed. I'm making a mega dungeon right now based on Beauty and the Beast. Barrow Maze and all the other fueled my love for the mega dungeons. Yeah, yeah, okay. Beauty and the Beast mega dungeon. Is it gonna have like a bunch of singing teapots or got some chest of drawers dancing around? You're like, you laugh, but yes. Yes, there will be animated furniture. I've fought my fair share of animated armor and rugs and brooms. All right, up here we're putting the beans. Why is it saying there's no room here? There's definitely room here. Okay. And then we'll water these beans. So these bean starts, they're actually sticks, and they can be a little annoying because you're trying to like get to everything and like you can't walk through them. So there is that. I should have kind of taken that into account, but whatever. We got this, and this. All right, so we're fully planted now. Water this stuff up. And I think we need to go fishing again. Because now we're broke. We don't have any money. Yeah, of course. You gotta have it, right? You gotta have it. It's a necessity. You have all of his books, 4 mega dungeons, the monster manual. I don't have the monster manual. And Dragon Slayer. You know, he was telling me that his next project is the setting, the northern reaches. He was like working on it pretty hard, and then he had some personal stuff come up, and so he wasn't able to like get it out on time. But you know, you're right, dude. I'm thinking about it, but so here's the thing: I've got a lot of different groups going in Barrow Maze, and that might be the problem. And so what I could do is just take one of those groups from the Barrow Maze, convert them to Dragon Slayer, and then just kind of keep going with like everybody else as in OSE. But then it could get confusing. I don't know. And we're also running Shadow Dark. I'm trying to do more face videos where I talk instead of just like looking at my hands. And I know that, that's not really anybody's priority but my own, but it is something I want to do. And so I'll need to find time for all of these like fun ideas that I have. I do want to play a Dragon Slayer game online, but I'm gonna get to play with you guys, the Shield Bearers. So that's gonna definitely be super fun. You guys can all write me after action reports after every session. You absolutely don't have to do that, but it would be really cool if you did. Share them online. Be like, I played in Scutifer Mike's game, and it's true. You really can do this one-to-one time thing. It's not impossible. Green-haired lady. Oh, see, I'm just getting to talk to everybody now. All right, let's see. This game is crack, man. Dollar is what I need. Dollar, dollar. This game is crack. You're absolutely right. You know the thing is we have this principle in the Bro SR, and I'm actually kind of feeling guilty right now. And Ear Trumpet, you were there when we decided to make this game. My goal wasn't to like charge people to play a game that has never been on the table. In fact, like I feel guilty because it kind of happened accidentally, where like we were chatting on stream about how I don't really do much for you guys as shield bearers. Like you donate this money and like really like nothing is coming from it, and I feel bad. I was like, oh, let's do something. What do you guys think? And some people are like, you could make some chats just for them or whatever. And then somebody was like, well, how about you run a game for us? And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do it. And then I got really excited about it. And then I realized that like I was charging people to play D&D, and like that feels really bad. Wasn't my intention. So like I should probably stop shilling for it, because I'm not trying to like be like pay me money and I'll be your dungeon master, because that is not what I want to do like, at all. Um, have to read Broser to familiarize yourself with one-to-one time. Broser doesn't discuss one-to-one time, I don't think, at all. I mean, maybe it mentions it in the essays, but it doesn't give any explanation for it. You would want to read How to Win at Dungeons and Dragons, How to Win at D&D by Jeffro Johnson, if you wanted to read a book about it. But if you and it's a very short, it's like 30 pages, it's a pamphlet. But if you wanted to read like a real like banger of a book, it would be The Living Campaign. Let me go get it by John McGowan. Let me go grab that real quick. I'll be right back. So here I've got two books that I read constantly. So like they're by my bedside. This is How to Win a D&D. This will explain to you why we use one-to-one time and where it comes from. It's really a quick read. Look how thin that is. Super easy. This is The Living Campaign. It is thick. Oh, you got it on Kindle, dude. Yes. So check it out, bro. Mine's got coffee stains. I use this thing. Like I'm constantly refreshing myself with it, going through them again and again. Yeah, give yourself a little bit of time with that book, man. It's great. Yeah, Living Campaign is a really good book. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see, what can I sell? I need money. I went down to the ocean and I picked up all these shells, and I realized, oh, I can't really. Let's see, what does that say? Busy Gunther. Okay. I picked up all these shells, and then I was like, oh, can't fish now because I filled up my pockets and I don't have any room. Just sell this random stuff here. Put the rest of it in the box. You never know what you're going to need later. And so collecting all this stone and stuff, I'm going to put all of this stuff away because I don't need it. I need room for fish. So just D&D. Just D&D. Now, I know you, don't I? Because your icon looks really familiar. It says, one-to-one time seems pretty intuitive to me. Been running my online open table for 9 months now. These books are on my Amazon list. You should get them. Just to support John, for sure, because he's super awesome. Jeffro has stepped back from the gaming space. I'm not going to get into all the stuff, but I think you all can imagine how frustrating it is. You know, like when people are just like always on you. And so I respect him still. He's still like a good friend of mine. Nothing but positive vibes for Jeffro. Hopefully, like he'll come back to us eventually. But John is still in the space. He's working hard, experimenting with new games. He's looking at 5e, trying to make it work. Yeah, super cool, dude. Ah, trash. I don't want trash. I want fish. I need fish. All right. I probably got like 20 minutes left, and then I'm going to have to wrap it up. Gonna get some lunch eventually. Oh, lost the fish. Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, the thing about one-to-one time, it is intuitive, and I think it's the easiest way to track time, because you just look at your phone and it tells you what day it is. Like people are like, "Oh, we don't use one-to-one, but we take like exact calendar. We're very meticulous. We just we're pushing 3 years ahead sometimes. It's like, guys, that's like, how do you keep track of everything? Like Got to get this fish on the line so I can get some money. There we go. It's so much easier just to look at the calendar and be like, this is the day. They're like, oh, I used 4 to 1 time. It's like, okay. Like, what month is it? It's like, it's the easiest time system to use. That's why I use it. I don't think it's this like magic thing that's going to fix your game. What I think is it opens up your game to be more sustainable. Like, I feel like people just get so drained trying to write stories and be Tolkien, and it's not easy. It's much easier to look at the random encounter table. You rolled a 97. Oh, well, guess what? I found you're fighting a white. Oh, okay, it's coming for you. It's 30 feet away from you. That's much more exciting for me as a DM because I don't know what's about to happen. Like if they choose they want to spend a lot of time exploring in the dungeon, they're going to keep checking every 10 feet for a hidden door. They have that right. But I'm going to be rolling these encounters, and maybe you guys get super lucky. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be really fun. Nothing happens, but maybe skeletons arrive after just 2 turns, right? That's so much more interesting to me. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, I'm sure Jeff will be very pleased if you like it, for sure. He's just not on X, so you can't really message him about it anymore. Oh, there's a guy I need to talk to. I haven't spoken to this dude yet. Hi, I'm Clint. Doesn't really have a lot to say. Do you go back in time a day or so with your players to allow for real life, but still let PCs plan the downtime according to the game in calendar? Do I ever go back in time? So when I first started it, I was really rigid in most ways, but I allowed the players to send me downtime orders for what their characters did if they had like not told me all week, and they're like, you know what, I can't come to session. How about for the past 2 weeks, this is what I was doing, and I let them get away with that for a while, as long as it was like a personal activity, like researching a topic or crafting a spell or whatever. But now I've learned that the more exceptions you make for players, the more they're going to abuse it. If you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and I think that players deserve less. I say that a lot because I think that they need to be more active in engaging it in the game. And so now if they don't tell me what they did nothing. I don't want to backtrack on time because there's always a chance that something that they do has some kind of like impact on somebody else's event, and I don't want to risk that. And so I've stopped making exceptions for the players. They need to be engaged on what they're doing. And as far as like at the table, would I ever reset the clock backwards? No, that's never happened. Whatever day it is the day that it is. We push forward in time all the time. Like that happens a bunch at the table, but going back, no. No, they must go back to town. The thing is like most of the activities though that they do, like it takes a full week. And so if there's never really like a time where it's like, oh, well, I missed out on yesterday. I really needed yesterday's activity. Um, Usually it's like they're in training, and so here's what downtime is, right? So like you're in training because you want to level up. We look at your grade. If you got like a 1.5, you're spending 10 days training. 1.5 is your average. So like, I don't know if you got like, let me explain real quick what grading is if you don't know, so that way everybody understands what I'm talking about. At the end of every session, I am looking at how the player did in being consistent with their class role and their alignment and any racial preferences that race has. So like dwarves hate goblins, right? Things like that. I give them a grade based upon there's 4 different points you can get. You want to get a 1 out. You don't want to get a 4 because that is the number of weeks that you'll have to spend in training on average. And so if they got like a 1.5 average, that means they have to spend 1.5 weeks in their training. And so sometimes that does happen where there's like a couple of days where they're not doing anything, but they don't really have enough time to really do much, like maybe a day or two before the next session. Sometimes they'll just say, I lose that day, no big deal. Um, or they'll gather rumors, which is only takes a day. You go out drinking, you spend some gold, you gather rumors. And so clever players they're like cream. The best of it's gonna rise to the top, and like the ones who are just kind of like, I show up, I play, I roll the dice, and then I don't really think about the game. They aren't punished. They just don't get as much out of the game, right? Like they don't like lose anything other than what they don't care about in the first place, which is downtime. So yes, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons DMG training. I use it in every game that I play. Training is essential. It makes zero sense to level up like a World of Warcraft player. Like you're in the middle of like a dungeon, like you're doing Razorfen crawl, and all of a sudden you're level 29. It's like, doesn't make any sense. So yeah, you got to get your training if you want to learn new spells and stuff like that. I need to cultivate and harvest. I'm at 13 out of 28 people. I have so many people left to meet. Now, so this is the corporation. It says, to our valued JoJo Mart customers, our team members have removed the landslide caused by our drilling operation near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal. Responsible stewardship of the local environment is our top priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this incident may have caused. As always, we value your continued support and patronage. I have never been to that shop. I might never go. We'll see. All right, got to get my tools ready. Oh, didn't I grab the water container? Oh, I didn't. Let's just gather all the tools up. Because now... Oh, Okay, so I can sell all this stuff now and actually have some money. Feels good, bro. Feels so good, bro. And then for the stuff that I have that's not ready, I'm just going to water it real quick, and then I can just plant some more seeds. Now, it does take 12 days for the cauliflower to grow, and so you don't want to buy any new cauliflower if you don't have 12 days left in the season. And every season is 28 days. So we're going to go buy some. Let's go. We got a bunch of seeds we can buy. Let's see. I killed some goblins. Now I can shoot fire. Right, exactly. I killed this goblin. Now I know how to cast the most powerful spell, unbalanced spell in the game. I use training in Old School Essentials, Dragon Slayer. I use it in... no. I use it in Shadow Dark. Oh, the shop's not open for another hour, so I can just run down here. I can fish. You don't want to waste any time in this game. Who's this dude? Have I talked to him yet? Don't I have work to do? Yeah, I'm going to go fish, bro. Don't judge me. Do you see Dragon Slayer supporting domain play? I didn't see any mention of the name level or followers. No, it will not, probably, because Greg doesn't like that aspect of the game. He thinks that he sees Dungeons and Dragons as a dungeon crawler, and that's cool, like, because he made an incredible system that does just that, and it does it all the way up at every level. And he creates dungeons that are relevant for level 9 and level 10, all the way to level 14 even, because you never stop leveling in Dragon Slayer. And so I like Dragon Slayer for what it is. When my players are ready, right now we have level 4s. When they get up to name level, it's probably a while away, I will probably take some of the rules from OSE and bring them into the game. But as far as like official content from Greg, he is pretty clear he doesn't... I'm going to get this bonus chest. He's pretty clear he doesn't like any kind of overland stuff. He sees it as bookkeeping and boring. Oh, and now I got some more seeds, and I can sell some of this stuff. Hey, kid, do I know you? Okay, cool. That's one less person I need to talk to later. All right, let's keep drinking my coffee. But do I think Dragon Slayer needs those rules? No, because if you're playing, let's say you're playing in Greg's setting with Greg's system and his mega dungeons, you've got a lifetime worth of game. We spent 2 years in Barrow Maze. We did a lot of like other stuff around it too, like overland stuff too, but we spent 2 years in Barrow Maze and we barely scratched the surface. There's so much. And so you could spend a long time gaming and in that world and never need to do any overland stuff, any of the warfare stuff. I love the warfare stuff, but some of my players aren't really into it, and so I'm never going to push anybody to like do PvP. But when we do Bronsteins, we do like single session Bronsteins, everybody loves it. It's so fun. You have a blast, but they get resistant whenever you say, you've spent 2 years leveling up your magic user. Now you got to go fight with him. That other players, they do kind of resist that. Oh, we got a little cutscene here. That's interesting. All his dungeons are on the outdoor survival map, right? I just want a castle and an army to impose my will on the court. So we used his so in Barrow Maze, it's got like the hexes around Barrow Maze. Barrow Maze is in one of those hexes. There's the mountain ranges and the forest and the swamp, and so we used it, and we did Bronstein for like months, killing each other, and it was super fun. We went from 14 players down to 6 players though, so like it's not for everybody, but yeah, we used all that stuff, and I was generating monster layers and other caves and stuff, and that's why it took us 2 years, and we barely only scratched the surface of Barrow Maze because there's just so much to explore. And in a 6 mile hex, like if you're rolling encounters on that, like there's lots of layers in a 6 mile hex. I have this cutscene I really didn't want to do. Says no fun allowed. I kind of want to run a West Marches game where the players can choose between the 4 mega dungeons every time. Oh wow, I'm sure that game would go it would go on for the rest of your life. It would be cool, but like I feel like, so the way he structures it, it's like low levels are on one part, right? And then he doesn't really do like delving too deep. It's more like you move from like east to west, west to east, north to south. And so it would be a lot. It would be a whole lot to run. I don't know. That would be a bold game. And we've seen the writing layout for those mega dungeons, so not exactly easy either. I mean, he does his best to trim it down, but I think OSE does it better. Like for like the official dungeons that they do, their formatting is better. And we've talked about this before, you and I, on your stream, about how those blocks of text can be a lot to read. All right, so what we've unlocked here is this is the community center, and as you go about the game, you will get like gold star level vegetables and fish, and you donate them to the community center, and it unlocks parts of the game for you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like with the bold text for like the relevant information. Yeah, keeping it simple, keeping it for stupid people, because I am a stupid person. I can't do all that reading. I actually do read all of it and I obsess over the artwork, but it's not easy in the moment. Like you guys see me in the solo plays, right? Like I have to stop and like make all these edits and cuts because it's like reading through all of this stuff trying to figure out what's happening. Imagine doing that at the table. It's like with 4 mega dungeons, I don't know. All right. right, now I'm looking for the blacksmith. Oh yeah, here he is. I knew he was over here. I'm just like, how do I get to him? So he's gonna crack open this shell for me. Yeah, exactly. Like the portion of the map that you're actually using. Right. How do we do this? Oh, right here. Cracks it open. Hey, it's got 5 stone inside. Very cool. I don't even notice the cuts. I just thought you knew what you were doing 100% of the time. No, I have to like read and pause. So actually, Mo, one of the shield bearers, he's going to be in the game hopefully. Um, he he's been my follower. He's been on the channel for forever, and he was like, Mike, I really love these solo plays, but you know, like you spend sometimes like 5 minutes just flipping through the book reading, and that's kind of slow for us. Could you cut that out? And ever since I did, it's like it's shortened the videos a lot from an hour and 20 minutes down to like 50 minutes or so, but it's made it a lot more like palatable, I would say. Hi, Gabby. Am I new to Stardew Valley? No, I'm not new. I've played through this one time before when the game first came out. I'm a huge fan of Stardew Valley. My main farm, I'm a millionaire. You know, like I've got a massive farm, but I've never dedicated time into learning about the different characters in the game and getting them presents. I fall into this gameplay loop of gotta plant, gotta milk my cows, gotta, you know, like get all my eggs. And a lot of the activities I do just resolve around my own farm, and I don't really get out and like give gifts and stuff. And so in 2 days is the mayor's birthday, and I want to make sure that he has something nice. I want to unlock a lot of these like stories that are locked behind. So there's these social hearts right here, and as you like build up the hearts by giving gifts and like interacting with these characters, more of the game becomes unlocked, and that's what I want to see, the stuff that I've never done before. And I'm doing that with my followers on YouTube, my subscribers. So I'm a D&D channel actually, and we talk about D&D usually while I'm playing these games. I try to stick to cozy games because it's easy to stop and chat with people and also game at the same time, because I can't do like I like World of Warcraft, but I can't. There's no way I can raid and talk to my chat at the same time. So I'm not new to Stardew, Gabby, but I do love the game, and this is a new farm that we just started today. The real hustle, no time for people. Yeah, you're right. We gotta get back to the parsnips. I gotta go fast. You know what? We're right here. Might as well grab a fish, right? Like we got some time. I've already watered everything. Oh, and I need to accept the quest. I need to get the quest reward. Ah, trash again. Come on, bro. Stop giving me trash. All right. I did this one, and I got 100 gold. Should I get some more seeds with this 342 gold I have? Get some potatoes planted. Who should I marry? Should I marry this old lady? She's already married to a guy in a wheelchair. All right, let's see. I might have to end up giving parsnips to the dude, to the mayor for his birthday. Have I talked to the purple-haired girl? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's do potatoes. It takes 6 days. Could pay off for me. All right. We're broke again. Let's get a couple more parsnips. All right. We're broke. Hey, Bodwick. What's up, man? What is Little Dwarf Fortress? What is that? Is that a game? Bro, what game is it? Rat problem. There's something odd in the community center. Okay, we'll do that later. Reaching farming level 1. Craft a scarecrow. Cool. Raising animals. That's what I really want to do. I want to build a coop. Let's plant some of these seeds. Get rid of this trash. Little Dwarf Fortress. It's not an RPG because you said you got to boot it up. Fire it back up. Dwarf Fortress is the greatest video game of all time. Well, I'm playing the greatest video. The greatest video game of all time. Now that's tough. What do I think is the greatest video game of all time? Maybe Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? I know my favorite game is World of Warcraft because I've been playing it for like my whole life, essentially. But what is the greatest? That's tough. I'm so bad at planting seeds. I can never make it like organized. It's always like some random mismatch. I don't think we're gonna have like a really nice present for the guy on his birthday. I can't just give him a fish for his birthday. It's kind of lame. Maybe I'll give him like a pretty rock. If I can like crack open one of these rocks and get something really nice in there, that would do it. Yeah, the audio's not working, so you guys can't even hear like the amazing music in the background. I feel so bad. It's so lame. I should have triple checked. That's what I should have done before the stream started. Yeah, Warcraft. Yeah, Warcraft's awesome. Like you can lose your entire life playing World of Warcraft. People have lost their entire life playing World of Warcraft. But then again, people get married to people in their raid group. Like they meet somebody online and then like I know people in real life that like this girl, she was from Puerto Rico and she was in a raid group with my friend from work and they started with like they were chatting in the back channels and stuff and then she moved to America and they got married. It was wild. Yeah, people get married playing video games for sure. It's a whole different world out there. Like, I think people in our parents' generation, like they just married people from their hometown. Like I moved across the planet and found my wife, but I went with the statistics because like if your soulmate does exist, statistically speaking, they live in Asia somewhere, and so I just went with the math, and I got lucky. I found her. Chopping down trees. We got extra energy. We just got to blow through it. I think what we need is more stone because we're going to be building a chicken coop very soon. And I have plenty of wood. I don't think I have enough stone. So I'm going to skip over all this stuff and I'm just going to find the stone wherever I go. And I'm going to need coin as well because you can't build that stuff for free. Like it's gonna be a couple hundred, probably like 400 now that I think about it. And I'm over here buying a bunch of seeds. What am I thinking? Numbers don't lie, right? You got to go with the stats. Statistics don't care about your feelings. That's what they say. Time to book my flight to China and India, bro. I honestly would love it if people came over because I would show you guys like an amazing time. It would be so fun. There's a lot of great cities in China as well. Shanghai's amazing. Shenzhen, very cool. There's some really great places. Going out to Xinjiang in the west, bro, it's so beautiful. It's like the Pacific Northwest in America. Just gorgeous nature. And there are people everywhere. And they want to meet you. They want to talk to you. They're curious about you. Like, it's cool. You can definitely make a lot of friends right away. You can meet a lot of great people. There's this idea that like, you're a loser back home, so you come to Asia and you get a wife. There's a joke about that because a lot of the foreigners are kind of like weird. You have to imagine the kind of person that's going to abandon their entire life and move across the planet. Gonna be a weird person. But yeah, I mean if you're like a normal person, you're gonna do really well. you're gonna crush it. Okay, and now I can build a scarecrow. And that's one of the things I need to be like to get like to unlock some kind of feature here. So I'm gonna build this scarecrow and we're only one day away from giving a present to this mayor. I got to come up with something for his birthday. The whole point of this is to I need 50 wood, 1 coal, and 20 fiber. All right. The whole point of this playthrough is to get to know the NPCs, and I want to do that. So I need 50 wood, some of the fiber. What was the other? And some coal. Is that what it was? Yeah. All right. We're gonna build one. Boop. Did it. And now I come over here to this quest journal, and I get a reward. I got 100 gold for that. Very cool. And I gotta plop this dude down. Let's plop him down. Oh, we got a little corner right here. All right, and then we water. Every day, you gotta, they're like your precious little green babies. You gotta take care of them. Man, I really need gold if I'm gonna get this, chicken coop going. I have 800. I don't know how many of the materials I need. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish watering this stuff. I'm gonna walk over to the lady who builds the structures, and I'll see what kind of material I need. So I'm gonna grab everything I need right now, because there's a chance that I can just build it in the moment. Man, that 800 gold was huge. That's huge for me right now. Let's see. What are we saying, guys? How often do you get asked about your tattoo over there? Not very often. My kids in my class ask about it. What is this? They don't understand what a tattoo is, but tattoo culture is huge in China. There are people with like full sleeves everywhere you go. Like this is nothing. This is insubstantial nothing compared to like what you're gonna see over here every day. So carrot seeds, I didn't even know that was a thing. That must be a new feature in the game. Carrot seeds. It's locked. Opens at 9 a.m. Okay, I got 30 minutes to wait. What's better, China or Minden? Okay, hold on a second. Who is Bodwick? Who is that? Who is that? China. China is better. Minden is special, and I think about it all the time. I dream about life in high school and junior high all the time. It's like it's in my subconscious. It's so formative to who I was, and the people that I knew growing up in high school and junior high there they know me in a way that people that I've known for longer, or who are people who are in my life right now, they know me in a way that the current people in my life don't. And so I will always respect and revere that time in my life, but I don't even know anybody who lives in Minden anymore. I know that like a lot of the people from high school still are there, but I don't really know them, you know. Oh. Yeah, that was a blast from the past. When you said that, I was like, hey Chris, what's up, dude? When you said that, I was like, who is this? How do they know that? Let's see. We want to build something. We want to build a chicken coop. Oh, what? No. 4,000 gold? Come on. Okay, so I'm way off on all of my metrics. I need 300 wood, 100 stone. I don't have any of that. So I need at least 14 more stone. Oh, and I need, I'm halfway for the wood. So we got some work to do. Yeah, we got some work to do. Let's get started on fishing, I think. Yeah, that's the plot. Don't lose the plot. Yeah. Yeah, when you leave home. Like, I would love to go back and visit, but I think the only person that I know there anymore is Elaine. Do you remember Elaine? Yeah, I think she still lives in Minden. I mean, I'm sure, some of our parents still live there. My mom and my dad, they moved to Spring Hill not long after I graduated, and I don't know anybody left in Minden. Like, it would be really weird for me to go. If I went back to Louisiana, I would go to Spring Hill to see them, and then I would go to Ruston, where I went to college. And, yeah, I would visit people that I went to college. But even then, like, I don't know anybody who... I went to college 20 years ago. Like, I don't know anybody over there. Like, it's hard to imagine going back to America for any reason now, except for just like going to see my niece and nephew. But life is, it keeps us too busy, you know? All right, yeah, we're going to have to fish. If we're going to have any success, it's got to be through fishing because we're going to be 4,000 gold is so far away from where I am right now. So, yeah. Where are your brothers now, man? Like if you don't mind like putting it on YouTube, like where are they? Let's get some fish. Yeah, where did you end up after high school, by the way? Like, what did you end up doing, dude? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, still there, still there. Yeah, I mean, like like there's always like a couple family members still floating around, right? Steven moved to China too. My brother Steven, so so he's over here too. Over here catching fish. Yeah, they got family. Good for them. Somebody's got to have kids. Jeez, we world population is just falling apart. You wouldn't guess it in China, but they're having a population issue too. 1.4 billion people is not enough for them. It never is whenever you have like a massive like the boomer generation and somebody's got to pay for their, social insurance, their social security is what they call it, social insurance here. And like they have a very old population, large, and nobody's making babies all over the world. Nice. Dude, Texas is awesome. Good for you. You got to travel, huh? Where's your favorite country? Right now, I'm on Thailand. I'm pretty obsessed with Thailand. I've been a few times. Every time I leave Thailand, I want to go back to Thailand. So, Minden, we love Minden. Yep. Oh yeah. All right. I think after today, I'm gonna have to call it. What MOS? Yeah, dude. What's your title? I should probably call it. I do want to give this mayor a present. I'm probably gonna have to give him a fish because I don't have anything else. Singapore submarine submarine radio man. Tight. Yeah, I keep forgetting that the sound isn't on for you guys. It's so lame. Oh, because like if the sound was going, you'd be like chilling, doing whatever it is you're doing in the background, just loving it. But without the audio, it's just like radio silence. So lame. Got to get that fixed for the next one. I will get it fixed. I was having a massive lag issue using my camera, streaming through it, and I got all that like sorted out. And I didn't realize that the audio through my audio capture cable, isn't connected right or synced up. I don't know. You guys should definitely try Stardew Valley if you haven't. Yeah, it does. You're in the robotics industry, so is it like drones and stuff, or uh, like like the walking scary robots? Like those weird four-legged dog ones. Those things are crazy. You can't even knock them over. Like no matter how hard you try, they just stumble and then adjust themselves. That's so tight. Robotics is huge in China too. Like the kids get started now. Like in kindergarten, we have robotics classes. A lot of it's Lego based, but some of it's not. Like they're learning coding on these apps that are like designed for kids. It's cool. Yeah, super cool. Like punching all these like because AI helps with a lot of it, and so you don't even really need to do much. Like they can just give the commands and like see the results, and that's really rewarding for them. And so, yeah, China's like pushing hard for their kids to get into the AI, robots, all that stuff. I know when I was 5 years old, I was learning how to read. Like, like that's I had that. Wasn't really doing much with coding, but oh, tight. Yeah, surgery stuff like that. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. And all I can gather up out of the river is trash, dude. This is terrible. I don't want to. I don't want to sell trash. I want to sell fish. Fish is how you make your money. We'll get 4,000 in no time though. I'll give my best fish as a present for the mayor on his birthday. But I don't know like what he likes, and since I don't have any like I don't have anything in the game yet, he's just gonna have to take what I can give him, and that's either a parsnip or a fish. Kuka. I don't know that one. Let's get this fish. Yeah. So, if you are a channel member, I will be posting in the Discord the classes that we're going to be using for the game. And we'll build up those characters tomorrow. It's gonna be super fun. We're doing 1-to-1 time. We're doing a very lethal game, but Dragon Slayer it has potential to like for survivability at level 1 because you get max hit points according to the rules, and so you're not like rolling a fighter with 1 hit point. Um, you'll have 10 minimum, right? Based upon your constitution, you might even have more. And so you can take a few hits, and with chainmail, descending armor class, these really +0, really low modifiers, you have a very good chance of surviving for a while. We've had one permanent death in my home game since we started 2 months ago. So, and that was because the character went crazy, not because he went to 0 hit points. Um, and there's healing at level 1. Clerics get spells at level 1, and so it's just a much more survivable game, and the characters are more powerful, so it feels more fun. But it's got everything that old school essentials and basic expert Dungeons and Dragons has, um, plus more advanced combat. You can move and cast spells, which feels very good. All right, it's getting dark. Our energy's getting low. I could give him some green tea. Yeah, tea is a big deal over here. I think it's fine, but it is a big deal. I don't really drink a lot of tea. I'm a big coffee guy. Do you guys like coffee? I could talk about coffee for hours. I love coffee. A nice brew. Oh, it's so good. Like a cold brew in the summer, a nice steaming hot brew in the winter. And I do a lot of fasting, so must have coffee. It makes you survive. I don't get the hunger pains anymore. I'm way beyond that. I've been fasting for too many years, but it still gives you that boost you need and it gives you that oral fixation too, because like you need to be interacting with something, if you're not going to eat. Drinking lots of water, lots of coffee. I do like this French press every morning. Oh, it's so amazing. You wake up, you get your French press rolling, turn on your audio equipment, get your camera set up. Oh, okay, yeah, change subject in mid sentence, but I keep getting requests to record how I do my recordings, And so my next video, actually, I'm editing the solo play where one of my longtime PCs has died. I'm still editing that. That'll be up tonight. But my next video, my face video, is going to be my YouTube setup and like all of this equipment that you guys can't see right now, how I use it to solo play. Because I actually have been requested that a lot. And so I'm going to be posting a video on the channel that has nothing to do with D&D and everything to do with technical stuff. But people may or may not click on it. I don't know. But it has been requested. So that's the next one coming. Burnt bean water. Yep, that's it. Okay, it's the mayor's birthday. I'm gonna go track this dude down and give him a birthday present. Hopefully he likes it. I'm giving him I'm giving him a fish. That's because that's what I've got. I've got a fish. Oh, I don't need the wood. Need to water my stuff. Every day, you got to take care of your plants. It's a interesting game because you'll spend hours gaming on it. Oh, I have some stuff to give him. I can give him this parsnip. He'll love it. Okay, cool. I didn't see that down there. Yeah, I'm giving him a parsnip. It's better than a fish, I think. And you'll find yourself lost in these like these menial tasks. I kept trying to say menial, and there's just a simple pleasure that you get out of it, like making that coffee in the morning, right? Like it's such a rewarding game. Like I absolutely love it, and I do encourage you guys to give it a try if you haven't yet. It's super fun. And also, again, if you have any questions about one-to-one time, if you're just joining, feel free to ask it here. We're here to talk about D&D as well. This is more just like a passive in the background kind of thing. I was fishing to make money, and that's what I thought of it. Oh, yeah. I am trying to, let's see, the local sardine population is, okay, I can catch a sardine. I can do that. Now, we got to find the mayor. I think he lives in this big white house. Let's go kick in his door. Mr. Mayor. He'll be out in just a moment. All right, come on out, dude. I got a gold star parsnip here for you. This is for you on your birthday. Wait, maybe this isn't his home. Oh, man. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Happy birthday. Oh, and he seems really happy. Now, I'm going to look at my interactions with him. I've got a heart already. So, bam, just like that, I've made a friend. Now, I'm going to look at the calendar and see what the next date that I need to pay attention to is. I'm going to catch one of these sardines. And then I think we're going to call it for the stream for the day. I had a blast hanging out with you guys. The next thing is on the 10th. It's the little boy's birthday. I can find him pretty easily. He's always like hanging around this tree right down here. Okay, cool. Let's catch a sardine. I think, yeah, I got to go down to the beach for that one. Wow. This game is super, super fun. It's been years since I played it. So glad I decided this one. I also have Hades. The next game I'm going to play on the stream is Hades. And that game is super fun. And what I'm going to do with that one is I'm going to clear a room, and then I'm going to stop and look at the chat. And then I'm going to have to go back, like focus, fully zoom in, clear a room, switch back over. And again, I'll start a new save file because it's always more fun to just kind of like start from the beginning than to like come in 90%, 99% of the way through a clear. Like I've beaten Hades like 100 times, and so I'm like a 30 heat, like really good at that game. And so I figured it'll be more fun to watch like whenever the save file doesn't have any of those amenities like extra health and all these like extra damage and stuff, and just kind of watch me struggle bus all the way through like the low levels. This game looks familiar. Have you played it? I don't think you have. I don't know. This is not one that I have shared with you. But Hades, you guys like that. I don't know if you guys have played Hades, but that is an amazing game. The sequel's coming out on the Switch too, and I think it's coming out at launch, which is really cool. Oh, I got a halibut. That's tight. Um, yeah, so definitely come back next week. We'll be playing Hades 2 and probably dying over and over again on a new save file. It's not going to be easy. Bastion. Yeah, I like Bastion. I am not as good at Bastion as I am at Hades. It's you can feel like there's something similar with Hades, but Hades is that next evolution, right? And you can feel it in the mechanics. It just feels more smooth. It feels a little better. It's easier to target. But what's the transistor? Transistor by them, so good. Like it's so beautiful. It sounds just amazing. The combat's really fun. Um, yeah, Transistor is super cool game. Got to keep catching fish. Once we get like a bunch of fish, then I think we can sell them off, and then we can go down into the mines. But I want to get 4,000 gold because once I get my chickens going, it takes a couple days for her to build the chicken coop, and that's a great time to go down into the mines because you really can't do much in town while you're waiting for that stuff to get built anyway. So yeah, it was really interesting. It was like this weird noir thing. What is Transistor about? It you are a singer in this it's kind of a it's, it's this future run by corporations and computer entities. AI is every character is an AI of some form, and you're battling this. I don't want to ruin the story because it's actually a beautiful story, but you're battling uh, against some evil AI bots, basically. Yeah, and you can freeze time and move around the board and like set up your different attacks, or you can battle in real time, and so it's a mix between real time and stop time. It's really this amazing beautiful masterpiece. um and I think it's like $3 or $4 on on Steam, so not much at all. Yeah, everything that company does is just a really interesting and new take, and I'm excited to see what they do with Hades 2. Ah, okay. Let's get one more fish. I keep catching seaweed. I don't want seaweed. I need some cool fish so I can make money. I wonder what class you guys are going to play for our online game. I think that Dragon Slayer lends itself really well to a balanced team. So like having that cleric, magic user, thief, and fighter is it's beneficial, and every class is good. Fighters get cleave in Dragon Slayer, so you get multiple attacks at level one. They feel powerful. They do. They feel good. They feel very good to play. How many sardines did I need though? I need three. Oh, okay. Well, I have three. Okay, we're good. And then I'm giving them to Demetrius. Who is Demetrius? Do I know who that is? I'm thinking this guy. Could be this guy. The rest. This is the wizard. His name's not Demetrius, I don't think. Let me just talk to this dude over here. His name is Elliot. Okay, so it's probably up north. Let's go give this guy some sardines. Call it a day. Dude, I really appreciate you guys coming into the stream and hanging out. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, go walk your dog. Good to see you, man. Really good to hear from you. Glad to know that like life is treating you well. Enjoy Texas. We're about to wrap it up over here as well. Just gonna turn in this last little bit, and then we're gonna call it a day. I've had such a good time gaming with you guys today and like chatting and talking about one-to-one time. Okay, it is Leah's husband. Yeah, I figured. Demetrius sounds like a black guy's name. Yeah. So I was just going to go with my gut. And there wasn't many other options anyway. Because all the other names are people I've found and met. Let's see. Maybe he's over here? Yeah, here he is. All right, bruh. Got you so many sardines. Yes, give me gold. Sardine population was getting out of hand. Okay. Oh, and I get to keep the fish too, so I don't want to like accidentally lose them. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Sardines, 120 gold. That's one step closer to getting that 4K. I will do that. All right, let's head back in. Let's give away all of our fish, make our money. I will see you guys. I'm going to stream again next weekend. We're going to be doing Hades. And, we can always get back into Animal Crossing, which, you guys, I love Animal Crossing. We can do this game. I've got Ninja Turtles. We could play that. If you guys want to share your Nintendo Switch friend code with me, we can game together, and I'll just stream it through the channel. Now, it said I had to explore here on my way back. Is this where the little slime monster is? Yeah, here he is. Hey, buddy. Oh, I don't know what you said. Okay. Little slime monsters. You gotta be their friend. You gotta restore the town. Yeah, I guess that was it. That's what I needed to do. Yeah. All right. I think we're going to make some pretty good money tonight when we go rest our head. We'll be in a really good position for that chicken coop later. Well, Gabby, if you're new to the channel, thanks for coming by. It's been very cool chatting with you. Sell this stuff, get rid of it. I'll keep the potato. Let's put this potato over here. Maybe I could cook something with it later. And crash. All right, guys. Thanks for coming by. It's been a blast. I will see you soon. Remember, you can always follow me over on X, and we can talk about Dungeons and Dragons and video games there. So it's been a blast, and I'll see you next time.